Good morning, my dear kids. I'm Sridhar, your physics teacher. In today's class, in the chapter vectors, we are going to discuss the topic unit vectors notation. So if you can see the previous class, we had the discussion of the addition and subtraction of vectors theory and the numericals. So now we'll go for further the how to use that vectors more effectively is what our plan. What is our plan is like, because in the physics, we do encounter most of the quantities which are vectored. So therefore, I'm more bothered about what like the vector algebra, how I can do the mathematics involved with the vectors. That was our primary goal. For that is what we are moving further forward here. Okay, let me start the class. Okay, today's chapter will be the unit vector notations. The topic will be unit vector notations. In the vector chapter vector, unit vector notations. We'll start here now. So what is the first, basically a general definition? Already we had some small discussion on it, the unit vectors. Vectors whose magnitude is equal to unity. Unit vector, a vector so in general, there's a basic terminology and whose direction is well defined. I need not to bother. The direction depends upon in what direction that particular vector there. Magnitude is equal to unity. That's what the condition is given. So then in general, if vector is there, suppose there's a vector r bar, we can write this vector r bar as r into mod of r bar into r cap. This cap will indicate it's a unit vector. So this will differentiate. This is a vector. This quantity is a magnitude, and this quantity will become unit vector. So how you should interpret that one? Unit vector. I'll take dark colors. Unit vector directed along r bar, along vector r bar here. Then, so what is that? So like you are writing something. So this called like a cap. I think how we have a cap for a person. Like that on this vector, on this quantity, it will indicate this by a cap. This is called like a hat, cap, or it will also become hat, no? So R cap is what it is called as. No, what is that R cap? R cap, we can write it as vector by its magnitude. So therefore, can we put it general idea? Unit vector is equal to vector by its magnitude. What is the direction of this unit vector R cap? Along R bar. Means, can you show it once, like how the possible direction of this will be? If this is the, so we'll take the, if this is the vector, I think the contrast color will take it. Oh, wow. There's a vector. So what about the R bar? R bar will be in this direction. Then R cap will also be in this direction. So the direction of R bar is what the direction of R cap. A vector by its magnitude is what? We get the unit vector. Now, what about any specific direction? Yes, in the vector R bar is directed, it's making certain angle, theta with the horizontal. So the unit vector also will make some angle theta with the horizontal. Let's go for a more generalized one. We have a rectangular coordinate system. We have a rectangular coordinate system. This is what the x-axis. This is y-axis. this is z-axis. It's a rectangular coordinate system. Now, unit vector which is specifically directed along x-axis will be I cap. Unit vector which will be directed along y-axis, j cap. Unit vector directed along z-axis, k cap. Look at these vectors. Getting the idea? These are the unit vectors which are directed along this one. So what is I cap, j cap, k cap? Let's define them. What is the magnitude of that? Magnitude of all is first one because they are unit vectors. First, let me define the magnitudes. Is equal to unity. Magnitude of all these unit vectors, 3 will be unity. How I cap? I cap is directed along positive x-axis. What about j cap? Directed along positive y-axis. What about k cap? Directed along positive z-axis. Okay, this is about the direction. So now why you are putting, it's a convention. This is called like a unit vector notation. It's a rule. Better we are going to follow it. So what is use of this? The primary question, what we can use. So what is use of this? What is the method of this one? So if I take the same rectangular coordinate system, so let there be a truck which is moving along. There's a, I think it's a truck. Wheels will be a little bit small. Yeah. No, it is moving along positive, so along positive x-axis with a velocity say 5 meters per second. So what is the direction? Direction it is moving along x-axis. And we know what is the unit vector? It will be I cap, j cap, k cap. So what's happening to truck? The truck is moving. It's a truck, that one. So it will just move along. So you can take any remote control car or something. So this truck which is here, it starts moving along positive x-axis. I think this much I can show it here. So there's the velocity. What is that velocity? Is directly, it is moving along x-axis. The speed of the truck is 5 meters. It is moving along one specific direction. What is the velocity of truck? So velocity of truck, you are going to say velocity of truck is 10 meters per second along positive x-axis. Okay, agree this. There's one condition. Then same thing, I'll bring in unit velocity. V bar equal to 10 meters per second along positive x-axis is replaced by plus I cap. So look at this, along positive x-axis. This has become now I cap. And this is the magnitude. This is a magnitude. This part is V bar is what? Velocity vector, it's a vector. This is a more convenient scientific notation. So this is what we'll be widely using in our applications. Okay, no, got it, no? This is the basic idea. So what do this? This will indicate magnitude. This indicates direction, and this is the vector, velocity vector. Okay, able to understand now? Now why I cap? Because a unit vector directed along the unit vector which is directed along positive x-axis should be indicated by I cap. If the truck were moving along y-axis, then I would have written j cap. If truck were moving along z-axis, it would have been k cap here. And this is a notation now. Now, sir, what is use of this? Why you are giving so much of priority for this unit vector? Let's take one example. Let's take one example. Suppose I have two vectors. There's a y-axis, x-axis. So we know there's a unit vector, I cap. There's a unit vector, j cap. So I have two vectors. One vector is, we'll change color. Yeah. One vector is in this direction. The other vector is directed in this way. There's a vector A bar, I'll write it. There's a B bar. Look at the B bar. B bar is along positive axis. A bar is along this one. So how you write A bar? The vector A bar should be A into I cap. Vector B bar equal to B into J cap. Okay, no? The unit vectors idea. No, I'll ask you to add these two vectors. So earlier, what was the other notations you have? Vector A bar, how you write? Magnitude A along positive x-axis. This is B bar. B bar, how you write? Magnitude B along positive y-axis. I'll ask you find A bar plus B bar. You can't add x and y axis. So I think nobody has seen till now, like, sir, can you add these two axes here? I want the resultant of these two. Okay, we'll do one thing. Resultant R bar equal to A bar plus B bar. So here, then what will end up? Finally, our sum will be very funny. Our sum will be of this kind. Okay, how many of you really? Can we add the axis? We can add magnitudes. Can we add the axis? You see this? Can we add this axis? X-axis to y-axis? Not possible, no? We can't do any mathematical operations with this way of expressing a vector. I can perform mathematical operations with unit vectors. That's what finally we are going to do that one. So what is A bar? So here A bar is what? AI cap, BJ cap. Yes, we can do mathematical. So like now what we can say with I cap, J cap, and with the unit vectors I cap, J cap, K cap, we can perform mathematical operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, and etc. I think finally that was our goal, no? We have to take the vector algebra. We have to step into vector algebra. So their unit vectors are going to help us. But you can't do this. This is not advisable. Okay, on paper writing, we can't perform addition in this notation or in this form. This is widely acceptable. This is S. Very easily, we can find the sum. Okay, are you getting now? The final target, our target is to step into vector algebra. And that is what the unit vectors are going to help us here. So this was the main thing which I really wanted to convey here. No, sir, like only I cap, J cap, or unit vectors are there. Nothing which can be so. You can, if you take some examples like, let there be a circle. Then we can bring in unit vectors tangential to this. The other will be normal. So this will indicate this as ET cap. This is the end. So what do you mean by ET cap? Tangential unit vector, which will be tangential to the path. This is a circular path. So how this unit vector will be tangential to circular path. This is about that radial inward vector, radial unit vector. Again, what is the magnitude of this? En cap, mod of En cap, mod of Et cap equal to 1 is again equal to unity. But why they have brought it? Just they have brought it to express the quantity. If any quantity directed like this, magnitude into this particular thing. So like this, the unit vectors may not only I, j, k, wherever I want, I can introduce. Suppose if there is a curvilinear path, if a particle moves like this, then here it will have one vector. I can define, I'll take contrast color, curl, let it be. This is the curvilinear path. So here we can define one vector that is E theta along the path. Another will be perpendicular to path, E normal. So there are also unit vectors. Again, what is the magnitude of that? Okay, got this idea now? This is not only yet. So we will take one more example. If there is a straight line, I have to resolve this. So here one vector will be E parallel along the line. The other vector will be perpendicular to the line. Unit vector. So we can define a unit vector like this also. Along a line, the one which is directed along the line, parallel to line, unit vector parallel to line, E parallel, unit vector perpendicular to that, E perpendicular. We can also not only something which will be perpendicular, if a curve is, if there's a curve, and you can also resolve this. So if this is the unit vector which is along this direction, E parallel cap, this will become some E dash, you call it, or just call E or E theta. Look at that angle. It is not perpendicular. It can be something. So in whichever directions you want, you can bring the unit vectors. Sir, why only you are choosing symbols? Why only you are choosing symbols which are E? You can pick up any symbols. A cap. Okay, I'll change A cap. This is. Again, what is the magnitude? Magnitude of A cap, magnitude of A theta cap should be equal to 1. Similarly, same thing here. Magnitude of E parallel. So wherever you want for your convenient, you can introduce the unit vectors. This is E angle or A theta I'm writing. The one which is the like along a line which will make an angle theta with this line. No, even if a certain disk is there, suppose if it's some disk which is rotating. Here again, we can bring some the different unit vectors. So many units. So, there's a one direction. Here one unit vector I'll bring, which is along the axis, a cap. Any of symbols. It's not that E only you have to use. This is one unit vector. A cap, I'll write it. There's another unit vector, which is perpendicular to it, B cap. So usually it is unit vector along the axis. I'll do one thing. We'll bring like this. Unit vector, one unit vector will be in this direction. This will write it as E radial. Unit vector tangential to it. What is the magnitude of all? So whichever direction you want to express it, you bring the unit vector there. Then all the quantities along that you can express in terms of that unit vectors. I think there's a one best methodology is what they have brought it to express the unit. So not only this, if we have some curved surface means like a sphere, not a disk, it's a sphere. There's a sphere. So let me assume a patch. Here, there's a patch. Where this patch will subtend angle. So this is the patch here. So for this, you can bring normal unit vector, n cap. The other will be tangential, t cap. So what is n cap? Directed normal, this is a sphere. So that patch is what will indicate by football. Like if you go for football, one of the patch, there'll be one unit vector directed normal to the surface, other unit vector directed tangential to the surface. Magnitude of them, again, it should be equal. So the unit vectors means always need not to be high cap, j cap. High cap, j cap should be along x, y, z axis. So similarly, for a rectangular coordinate system, if we get a situation, I have space here. Let me scribble here. So in a rectangular coordinate system, this is a y-axis, this is a minus y-axis, plus x-axis, minus x-axis, plus z-axis, minus z-axis. So this is the unit vector which will be directed along positive x-axis is high cap. Unit vector directed along this will be j cap. Unit vector directed along z-axis plus k cap. Unit vector directed along negative x-axis should be minus I cap. Unit vector directed along negative z-axis, negative y-axis minus j cap. This will become minus k cap. Now we can define any direction here, no, with the help of this. There's overall the basic idea of the unit vectors notation. Still more, so like we are not understanding anything. You are saying X, Y, Z, all that one. You can take the example of any vehicle moving. So if a vehicle is moving, let's do one thing. We have plenty of options here, no? Let's analyze the movement of vehicle. So there's a road, on a plain road, on a horizontal road, the vehicle is moving. Let's come for this one. So it will have velocity v bar. The velocity will be directed here. The wheels will be rotating about their axis. So here I'll get one unit vector. So call this is say like some E1 cap. This unit vector along this direction. E2 cap. It's left to you. You can use any of the vectors here. The wheel will rotate, no? Here. I can define so many things, and here some sort of like a fan or something which is going to rotate. Rotating disk is kept here. Then how do it will rotate? It will rotate about this axis. So here I'll bring E3 cap. Any random direction, you can bring the unit vector, not only any random direction. I'm saying that one. There's no rule that it should be, sir, in this way or that way, anything. It's left to you. Whichever direction you want to define, bring their unit vector and express that quantity, velocity of the truck. What we can write, V bar equal to V E2 cap. This will be more meaningful, no? Then what is the angular velocity of the wheel? Omega. Omega bar is equal to omega into minus E1 cap. It's been directed into the plane. So now you see the advantage of this unit vectors. You see this advantage of unit vectors. They're really going to help us a lot in defining the vector systematically, no? Okay, there's a one primary idea of the unit vectors. Again, what is the magnitude of all? E1 cap mod. Just they are brought to indicate direction, that's all. So what is the conclusion? The unit vectors are used to indicate the direction, to specify the directions of any vector quantity. There's a primary conclusion. So what is the conclusion? We'll write it. Unit vectors are used to indicate the direction of physical or direction of a vector, of physical quantity, which is a vector. This much is what we are doing. So as we get into the next topics, you'll get an idea that how useful these things are. Let me shift all this to the next page. I'll shift it. And we can conclude everything in one page. Hope everyone got some basic idea of unit vectors. Okay, kids, we'll end up this class. It's a very small topic, just some awareness is needed. In coming class, we'll start the next topic. Okay, till then, take care, bye, see you. Take care of the COVID precautions. Don't go outside unnecessary. We'll meet tomorrow for the next topic again. Okay, thank you. Thank you for being with us. Okay, bye, see you.